On my many trips to Pattaya, I usually stuck to the same type of places, like size 6 and beer bars and the spots I already knew. But on my last trip, some of you suggested I try something new, something different. And honestly, it turned out to be one of the best decisions I ever made in Pattaya. In this video, I will share some of the new things I tried and give you my honest opinion on all of them. It all started when one of my subscribers suggested I should visit a gentleman's club. I think it was Passion Club, I'm not sure, but I think it was. That recommendation eventually led me to join the Meetup at Buzzin Lounge, which is basically just a bar crawl focused on gentleman's club. And I have to admit, it was a lot more fun than I expected. To be honest, I had some stereotypes in my head, I imagined it would just be full of retired guys and women that were, let's just say, not my type. But, well, I was completely wrong. There was a huge variety of women. They are not exactly like the girls you see in Agogo Bars or on size 6. They feel more like the women you meet in regular beer bars. Well, what surprised me the most was the gentlemen's clubs are often better value for money. In many cases, prices are around half of what you might pay elsewhere, and the women generally seems more relaxed and more service-minded. Well, if you want to hear the full story about that bar crawl, I'll link the video on the end screen. Most gentlemen's clubs are located outside the main nightlife center. You'll find many of them in areas like Pattaya and Jomtien. But there's also a few in central Pattaya. Some of the central ones are more like hybrids between Agogo Bars and traditional gentlemen's clubs, and the prices reflects that. One example is Club Fate inside Boomerang, as you see right now, which is a real, true gentleman's club. And there you see Heaven Above, which is let's call it a hybrid. So I've been in there. Both places are really good. I can recommend them. And then there is Soy Bangkok, where you find around a dozen of gentlemen's clubs within walking distance of each other. I actually filmed the full walk to the area while talking about my experience there. Well, I linked that video in the end screen as well. Agogo Bars were another thing I usually avoided. I always thought that they were too expensive and a bit too intense for me. But on my last trip, my travel buddy convinced me to do a proper Agogo Bar tour. And I ended up having some fantastic experience. What I learned is that Agogo Bars can be very different from one another. Playgirls Agogo had one of the wildest atmosphere I ever experienced. And the energy was high and the stage show was excellent. And on the other hand, we have places like Rum Runner, which is Phil's bar. It had a much more relaxed vibe. And there was no pressure to buy lady drinks, which made the whole experience feel so much more comfortable. The most expensive place I visited was Sapphire Club near Walking Streets. It was definitely the most polished venue with top-tier dancers and very professional shows. But it was also the place where you could feel the strongest pressure to spend a lot of money. So it really depends on what kind of experience you're looking for. Jomtien was probably the biggest surprise of all. For years, I saw Jomtien as, somewhere far away from Pattaya and not really worth visiting. But this time, I spent several days there, and my opinion changed completely. Well, it only takes about 15 minutes by taxi from central Pattaya, and the price is usually very reasonable. What I liked most about Jomtien was that everything felt more relaxed and generally cheaper. Well, I visited several nightlife areas, including Soi 7, Soi White House, and Rumpo Beer Complex. Well, Soi 7 felt like more laid-back version of Pattaya with sports bars and, pool tables. Soi White House had a strong Scandinavian vibe, which made it, especially interesting for me because I'm Scandinavian. And Rumpo Beer Complex reminded me a lot of Hua Hin. So, overall, Jomtien was a very positive surprise. As many of you know, I'm heading back to Pattaya in June, and I'd love to hear your recommendations. What should I try next? More of the same? More gents clubs? More Jomtien? What places should I visit? What experience should I throw myself into? Well, your suggestion last time led me to some fantastic experience, and some of my best videos are from that. So leave your ideas in the comments. And if you want to follow the trip, make sure to subscribe.